Hi everyone, it's Belle again with part 2 of my December design team project using the Winter Dreams kit by Release the Craftins. So hopefully you've watched the first video. That was for Clara, this large 2 signature soft back journal. So we're going to put Clara to one side now. And this is Crystal. And she is no, she's not. She's a single signature hardback journal. She's small, so, you know, still lots of fabric and stuff. These belong to Clara, so they need to go over there. Still lots of fabric. I've used a beautiful snowflake light blue fabric as the background. I don't know why, because you can't really see it. Let's get really close. And through some of the lace, and then I've covered it in lace, silver book corners. On the side you have this removable, hold on, tassel, and it's just, sorry, there's a big thing going down the road. It's just got all these gorgeous fabrics and trims and yarn and sari silk in there. And then there's this bead that I've made with, it's a glass bead on there as well with gold in it. Now, just like the other book, it's the exact same kit. So there's golds and silvers in here, hence the silver bookends, but the gold on there. And it's tied with this organza, small organza blue ribbon. On the front is a fabric embellishment with these pearls, fabrics, and then a little silver star just hanging down. And the reasoning behind this was I really wanted to show you, especially if you're new to journal making, that you can go on, and I'm guilty of doing this, you know, lots of creators make really large or chunky or over embellished or really big journals, and like Clara was. And I just wanted to show you that even with a digital kit, you don't have to go completely OTT. If you're new to journaling, you can start and make a small journal just as easily and make it just as beautiful than the big ones, you know. And small ones can also be less intimidating if you're actually going to use them to fill it, you know, with your journaling or memories. So let's get started. There's lace fabric here. There's stitching around the inside of the fabric at the back. There's her name, Crystal. It's the large journaling tag. You would have seen, I've used the same kit, so there's lots of the same ephemera, but each piece is uniquely made. It's not exactly like the other one. So there's a different fabric embellishment up there with some buttons on, some of which are vintage, some of which are not. There's a beautiful stag. Now, Clara was much more a general winter journal with a little bit of magic. This one was much more, I was focusing much more on the animal pages on here. So I used mainly the animal pages. You will see some eyes and hands, but the animal pages are the focus. So you start with this beautiful stag. There's a scrapbook pocket with these snowflakes on there. One of the tags in the kit with the moon, some snowflakes. And this is, I don't even know what this is. It says region, date, spotting place. And this is a piece of vintage ephemera that I had. That again, I just put in there because it's lined, it's blued. I thought it went quite well. I thought like spotting in place. You could be out in the woods, you know, looking for the winter animals. Hand-dyed doily, hand-dyed paper. Again, lots of hand-dyed paper in this. One of the journaling cards from the kit, there's that beautiful rabbit again, and I've put winter solstice on here, backed with one of the background pages. There's that gorgeous velvet, that blue velvet fabric with a lace on top. Fabric pocket with a stag on. One of the large journaling tags, rather, from the kit with the wolf, backed and stamped. And this is the number card for this journal. So each journal has a number card in them. It's just backed. Some stamps and tickets and buttons and trim on there. another sheet of paper, tea stain paper, that I've side punched the edge with. Edge punched, that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Lined paper. There's that gorgeous, is it a moose or an elk? I'm not sure. If you know, leave it in the comments down below. We don't have them in this country. We do have wolves and deer and stags, so I'm never quite sure if it's a moose or an elk. But anyway, he's on that page. There's some of those butterflies. And on this is the vintage dictionary page. So each journal has a vintage dictionary page. And this one says reindeer. So there's a reindeer down there. Thought it fittingly went with the animal theme. Each journal also has one of these little paper pockets that I've made. There will be a few bits in there. And there's a little fox on this stamp. Snowflake and button. And one of the winter words from her winter words kits. Scrapbook paper here. And I've put a little glassine bag that I've collaged. There's a tiny envelope on here with this bird in that was from my stash. I've just added some fabric and some lace. It's one of the tags from the kit. Goes in there. And this is the card in this journal that was made from my Neutrals masterboard. Gessoed on the back just like the other one. Some little owl trim there, scrapbook. Snippet roll. So each journal also has a snippet roll belly band. Large journaling card, collage journaling card that I've made using pages from the kit. One of the winter words, little stamp and snippet, and sari silk with a little, I think that's a cardinal on that one. Again, I don't think we get cardinals in Britain. I will have to double check. It's the eyes and snowflake. Side tuck here, stag die cut. This was a journaling card I made ages ago actually, and I just added Winter Wonderland. It went perfectly. Added some fabric to the top, and this is the one of the journal cards from the kit that I've just added one of her words, some lace, some stitching, some snowflakes, and again backed with her pages. So just like in the other kit where there was a journal, there was a vintage page with a scene and some poetry, this is the one in here. We've got the later rain because it does rain, and it does say winter in that poem somewhere. And we've got a beautiful winter, are they rose hips? Possibly, I'm not sure if they're rose hips. Anyway, imagery, again, leave it down below if you know. And dyed paper. It kind of folds out because I folded it over with this trim. I love this trim. I've now run out of it. Gorgeous butterfly page. In this little pocket, scrapbook pocket, this was a tag I had in my stash. I just added some fabric and embellishments and stuff too. This little piece and a tag from the kit. They all tuck in there. So again, lots of writing space, lots of journaling space, tag scrapbook paper, side tuck. This is actually an envelope that I've collaged, the whole envelope, with pieces from the kit and vintage music paper. Used some stamps and ephemera I had on one of the winter words. Used one of the ephemera pieces to sort of tuck it into. And inside is a fox journaling card, again with some stamps and some gilding that sort of picks up the gilding in the imagery from the kit. Really love that. Vintage music paper, one of the gorgeous painted background papers. So this is the middle of this signature, and it's got the bear that says forever because I just thought it worked well, and there's writing space on here. And on these dangles, I actually used buttons because I've used buttons throughout the kit as well, and a turquoise bead and just a simple white bead on there, so I thought that worked well. Bit of sparkly trim because we all like a bit of sparkle. That's some of that eco dyed fabric I also used in the other journal. Vintage music paper, collage pocket made out of the money envelope, I believe. And this is one of the pieces of ephemera from a kit, and I've just added some snowflakes and some stitched lace, and there's the back of that one. It tucks in there. And on this side we have a mini collage journaling card that I made. All these cards are made from old book pages that I've used whilst gluing, and a little tag with some sari silk and some lace. Just use up your scraps with the tops and side pockets. That's what I like to do. So this goes really well because it's one of the embellishments, and the way it looks is it makes it look like it's attached to the tab underneath. Bit of lace down there, the gorgeous stag page that I've cut down and made into a journaling card and backed with, this is actually some of the fabric left over from Clara, and there's the little clip there. We have to stop saying little so much. The other side of the poetry page. There's my cat, and it does say autumnal, but you know, autumnal going into winter, so it works. I think it does. Fabric tab there with gorgeous, this, I think this is one of my favorite printed background pages. Now it's a bit dark, this bit, to write on, but you could use white gel pen. You could gesso over the top of it as well. Fabric flip. Did I show you the fabric flip in the other one? I have a feeling I didn't. And there is a fabric flip in the other one. Okay. This is made out of a vintage kind of doily that I had. Strange size doily. It was kind of like that. Some fabric and some of that gorgeous trim there. There was definitely a fabric flip in the other one, and I really don't think I showed it. And there is that side. Here we have a fabric, oh gosh, embellishment that I've again used the scraps, and this is the deer page from the vintage nature book. There's one of these in each journal. So this is a little roe deer fawn, and it actually says watching for its mother from its birthplace. And on the other side we have a fallow deer hind, so that goes there. And on the other side is one of the journaling cards from the kit that I've gilded and added a snowflake to. And the other side, the vintage dictionary page. And that's writing space. It's a writing space. Scrapbook tuck spot, little deer die cut. And this is the collaged index card for this kit with the fox. I love this fox. This is actually one of the tickets. I think you get 4 large tickets with the ephemera kit. And I've used it as an image, as an add-on, and some gilding. So again, lots of writing space. Large fabric pocket, and in here we have the other large tag with the fabric button embellishment at the top. The journaling card made from the Neutrals masterboard with one of the words, and again gessoed and stitched around. And the guest check in here. These guest checks are a very faint mint in colour, so they go brilliantly with this kit. The background pages. Here's the memorabilia pocket or memory collection bag in this journal. This is for January. This is number 1, so I thought that was quite good. Because, you know, the other one is February, the winter months here in the UK. Doily. Gorgeous painted background page with some batik fabric as a tab. Back journaling page here. No, it's not. It's a back pocket made with lace, just like the front one. This is from the ephemera kit that I have stitched around, backed with one of the papers and added some lace scraps. Large collage journaling card that I made with stamped image of trees and some lace. Some of the painted fabric I had left over from Clara journal. And this, I think this is an Artie May's piece from her Winter Dreams kit, but no, it's not Winter Dreams, I think it's just Winter Kit. But it had this out, it said create your own magic. has a little wax star, that the seal star that tucks under there, writing space on the back. And as this was animals and I had this in my stash, I thought I would add it. So that is Crystal. And like I said, she's a one signature hard-backed journal. And now I'm really thinking I didn't show you the fabric flip in the other pocket. So hold on a minute, I'm going to pause. Hi guys, so I'm back, and yeah, this is Clara, who was in the other video, so you know, watch that. But there is a fabric flip in Clara. I don't know why I missed it, but it's the lace, some lace fabric, some blue fabric, and some of that gorgeous trim that I don't have a lot left. So it's a very lacy flip in that one. I have no idea how I missed it, but there you go. I think because it was getting so long, the video, and I was getting stressed. I was thinking, oh, it's too long. So they are both my journals. They are my design team project. I'd love to hear what you think down below. Do you prefer winter journals to Christmas journals? Do you like the mix of the gold and silver with the white and blue? Because I think that's nice and it's a little bit different. Let me know which journal you like down below. And any questions, again, just leave them in the comments down below. Both journals will be for sale in my Etsy. Again, at the moment, I'm unable to post to America, but hopefully come January, I will be able to do that again. And I will be back again soon with some December daily flip throughs. And I've already started working on another journal. Yes. And I hope wherever you are, you're happy, well, safe, and having lots of crafty fun. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. And yeah, December blessings, everyone. Bye.